Hello, my name is Stefan Holstein. I am this German religion guy that I think you probably heard of. We as human beings are capable of expanding and extending our spirit deep into the truth of this universe. Meditation helps us to do this, but your meditation does not. In the next about 30 minutes I will teach you my meditation, because with this meditation you will really be able to pierce through to the truth of this universe. You will first be able to actually be yourself and unfold your full potential, as we will learn to really align the mind with the body to create a new form of meditative being. So stay tuned for the next 30 minutes as I teach you a meditation that will really get you to be able to work with the deep secrets of this universe. Let's get started. Breathe. A lot of things in meditation start with talking to yourself. I am good. I am friendly. I can achieve things. My life is eternal. Speak to you things like that. Get yourself relaxed for the things that you have to do. Breathe. A lot of meditation is about getting the biological things in your body right. Understand your body partly as something that works with biological transmitters. So chemical things that are released from your body into your body that make you afraid or sleepy or awake or other states. Those states actually are more complex than just the biological function, but we start with working with the biological function because we got a handle there, we can get a grip on them. So make yourself happy by saying that you are happy. I am happy. I am relaxed. This is not just saying something. Your body will react and it will pour out those biological transmitters of happiness or being relaxed. Relaxation is always good, but sometimes you will need some fire to get things done. So let's get some adrenaline for our body. Now do this. Put up an angry face and make a growling sound. Like shake your fists like you're angry. I don't want light. I'm gonna fight. Do this. It makes your body pour out adrenaline. Sometimes you need to sleep, so go. I'm relaxed. I don't need adrenaline. I'm drowsy. I'm sleepy. Breathe. This is a way of gripping your body where you can grip it easily at the pouring out of biological transmitters in your body, with going to the state, her or he, like I'm happy or I'm sleepy, going to the state that you need. Speak slowly and relaxed if you want to relax. Speak quickly and angry if you need adrenaline. Breathe. Relax. Deep inside you, there's a state that you cannot change. It's a state that has to do with your eternal life. You can change your thoughts, you can change your body position, you can change your attitude, but there's a place inside of you that you cannot change. Sometimes our thoughts are racing and we think, oh, is this or is this? Sometimes we're afraid that we could lose our mind because as biological beings, there could be problems with the mind. If you would die, your mind would return to this safe point. You cannot fall under this point. If you would have racing thoughts, at some points your thoughts will return to that safe point. So you could do what you want in meditation. You could become crazy, or you could even die. But a basic point stays, a basic mode inside of you, a basic form of being will be there. So we can be relaxed because we know there's a safe point of thoughts, whatever happens. Now meditation is not about being only that safe point. Meditation is about using your whole body, your whole thoughts and your whole attitude to form it. Because if you would just be the safe point, you would waste our possibilities. So that's why we want to work with everything that we are. The safe point is only there to be relaxed as we work with what we are, because we know it will always fall back to that if necessary. Breathe. Relax. For understanding the absolute depth of possible meditation, we will break it into bits that we can more easily understand. And bit number 1 is your state. Say, I'm happy. Say, I'm sad. Now go, I'm relaxed. I'm motivated. I'm not motivated. I like this. I dislike this. I reject this. Now return to I like this. I'm happy. This is always a good base. This is one component that you have to understand to then in the rest of the tutorial catch the high forms of meditation. It's understanding your state or your attitude. The second component that we have to understand before we come to the real heights of meditation is the body. Now, breathe. Relax. Straighten your back. The body is used with forming, moving your body, putting it into forms, and also with physical attitudes. Now, open yourself. Close yourself. Say, you don't want. Hide yourself. Now, show yourself. Make people see you. Now, straighten your back. Take room, take a lot of room. Like you're the guy or the girl. Take a lot of room. Now don't take a lot of room. Again, open yourself. Don't forget to breathe. Breathe out. Relax. Open yourself. Now, straighten your back. Stretch. Now make free forms. Maybe this. Maybe this. Maybe this. Now make free forms that you like, while I do some that I like. It can always be with stretching, can just only be with showing things like you're dancing. Use your whole body. Use your feet and legs. Move your body, feel your body. Working with the whole body is important if you want to go to the real heights of meditation. Breathe. Now, to reach the heights of meditation, now we come to the third component that we have to understand before we put it all together. And this component is the things that you think about. Think about a car. Think about a red car. Think about a dog. Think about a cat. Think about a fire truck. Maybe you don't notice too strongly how your attitude, which we had in the chapters before, changes with the things that you think about. Let's go for something deeper. Something where you can understand the change of attitude maybe more. Think about religion. You have an attitude. Either you like it or you dislike it. But with thinking the word religion or thinking about religion, your attitude comes up. This could be a way to change your attitude, and we can use that, but we want to go even deeper to have even more meditation. Now, think about the other sex, the people that you like what you prefer in terms of what is sexy for you. Think about the other sex, or the same sex, whatever you like. Think about that, what you like. Breathe, always breathe. Now you notice your attitude changes when you think about these things. And your body changes, just as we had in the chapters before. We had the body and we had the attitude. So we now in our thoughts separate these things. We have the thoughts, a fire truck, religion, the other sex, a dog, or a car, and we have the attitude, and we have the body. And now we will put that all together. breathe. Sit straight. Now we had your thoughts. Think about a dog. Now think about a car. Now start thinking about a dog, but stop the thought right in its track. Don't think about it. Just see the beginning of the movement of your thoughts as you want to think about a certain thing. Then think about a car and stop. Don't think about a car. Just see the beginning of the thought, of the form it gives you when you think about a car. And stop it just before the form is completed. Just note that you are having forms there. Now keep this form void or empty of a certain thought. Just enjoy the form as you're thinking nothing in particular. Just keep it smoothly running without thinking anything. Now, take your movement. Move in a certain form. Move into another form. It's just random forms or positions of the body that you just come up with. And now, stop it. Don't go into a particular form. Just notice the form of your body itself as you are not going into any particular posture. Just notice the posture the body has. Let it run empty of giving it any form. Just notice that it has a form. And notice the energy or the form possibilities that you have with your body. Now, look at your attitude. Be angry. We had it in the videos before. Check out the complete tutorial. Become angry. Say, and now stop it. Don't become angry. Just understand the pure form of attitude. Stop it before you become angry, and try to understand let it run empty, and understand the energy and the form of possibilities that you have with going into a certain mood. Now be happy, smile, and stop, and don't be happy, and just notice the energy, the form possibilities that you have when you let this run free of going into any certain state of attitude. So now take these three. Don't think of anything, but feel the possibility of form when you think about things. Don't have an attitude, but think of the possibilities of form that you have with these attitudes. And don't have a form of the body, but think of the possibilities of energy or form that you have, that you could have in this field of giving your body a form. Let all these three factors run devoid of anything. Let them run free and empty. And then understand that they connect. Let them all run empty, and then understand your whole form, your overall combined form, your empty form of all these things. And now don't think of things. Don't have an attitude, and don't have a form. Instead, play with moving all these forms unified. They all together. Use the energy, the form they have as you combine them. And let them run empty. Think of nothing, have no attitude, and have no physical form. Let them run empty. And now move into any direction, but not only with one, not only with your thoughts or with your attitude or your body. Just move them all together without having a special topic to think about or without having a certain form of the movement. Just let yourself play with the form without thinking of something particular. Just Breathe. And look where they are going by themselves. As you think about nothing, look where you want them to go. Look what form, what overall combined form you have there. That's very powerful. Understand yourself as a combined, as a combined form of these three factors that interact with each other, and they give each other, they manipulate each other. When one changes, the other one changes. So keep them all empty and then move them all together to something that you cannot describe. It's not a thinking about a special thing. It's not a certain attitude. It's not a certain form. It's just an overall thing. Do this for a while, and you understand that this is necessary to control this complete form, this altogether form that these things have, to control this, to really get in touch with the higher things. That's where you find the best meditation. That's where you have to go, in not being wrapped up in thinking about a certain thing or doing a certain form or having a certain attitude, but instead controlling just the possibilities you have with attitude, the possibilities you have with forms of your body, and the possibilities you have with thinking about certain things, and let them all combine, and always move them all at the same time, and use them to reach. Keep a look at your overall state. That is the combined thing of these three factors. Move your overall state as you move all these things, but just slightly, not at a certain topic, but just feel the energy, feel the form, and then move them all at the same time, unified into what you actually are. So combine that, and that's the meditative, that's the proper form of understanding yourself. That's the proper form of where your meditation has to start. That's the basic understanding of real meditation, is to keep all these forms, to practice to have all these forms together and play with them without going to a certain topic. Play with them individually as they combine to one form. Lift your body form, your attitude and your thoughts, just the energy of them, without a specific topic. Just play with the form itself as you feel it combined. That's what you aim at controlling with your meditation. And that's when you understand that, you understand when you sit down to meditate and breathe and relax and make your back straight and start to meditate, you will understand that this is what you're trying to control. This complete thing of what you yourself are. This is what you are trying to give a form made up of the complete form. That is the way of thinking about your form at the moment. That's, in this field you meditate to have a good form. In this field it is also that you meditate over the whole day. When you're stressed, you meditate your complete form. When you walk around, everything you do, you keep an eye on having the good overall form. Not think about certain things. It's part of the form. The energy of thinking is part of the form that you have. That's where you find real meditation. That's what you do over the day. All the time you keep a good form. And when you do that, then you will notice, when you are overall in a good form, that you can keep this form. That's where I said you don't go to good forms. You discover them. You are a good person, you are nice, you give everything for being nice. Check out my channel, you do everything for being nice. And at some point you notice, wow, I just have a really good overall form. Then you say, oh, what was I thinking? How did I feel? And you repeat that. You repeat the thoughts you have just to memorize the whole form that you just had, just to have an anchor point of how this form came to be, just to connect it with the thought, with this specific thought now. So then, when you find a good form, you repeat it for a few hours, maybe for a few days, however you want to do that, but repeat it. And then afterwards, your being will recur, it will remember the complete forms, and it will go back to the complete forms. That's the way you have to get a grip on that for really getting yourself into the possibility of really touching the higher things. So that is the right meditation. Breathe. Straighten your back. Now, how can we use what we have seen in the earlier chapters? We have seen that we are not looking for thinking about things, having an attitude of joy or rejection or whatever, and having our physical form. Instead, we have seen that all those components together form our being, and they make up a form that is more than what we think about. So we want to use all components, what we think about, how we think about it, and how we have our body, to create a complete overall form, with which then we can really go deeper into the higher things, or the universe, or whatever is suitable for a real meditative and real proper being as a human being. So what can we use this for? Let's make an example. Imagine you are thinking about religion, some clever thoughts like, how could God be? Or, is religion actually stupid? And is this not all, is this all made up? Is it good? Is it a good tradition or not? Am I religious or not? You might have these thoughts in your mind. Very often, when people do this, they are not looking for an answer. They are looking to think those things so that their attitude changes. As we had in the chapters before, their body changes and they have biotransmitters released. We've seen before that we release those biotransmitters with very easy and simple thoughts. But people who are not knowledged in meditation will release biotransmitters with things they think about, like, religion makes me angry because it fools people. That's just the same as if you would go, as we did in the chapters before. Some people use foreigners or racist thoughts, like, these kind of people annoy me. Some people might use sexual thoughts, like, this one person is like so beautiful, and they come into a relaxed state with this. We control our states by controlling them directly. If I need adrenaline, I go like, If I want to be relaxed, I say, I am relaxed. I speak slowly and I breathe. If I want to be happy, I say, I'm happy. We don't want to use our thoughts to create our attitude, and especially we don't want to be not knowing that we are thinking about things to create an attitude. Now when we go and think about religion and think that we do a clever thing because then we will go on a better way, then we are actually fooled. Think about religion. Think, is there a God? Is God stupid? Is it all made up? Is it a very clever thing? Are there benefits? Are there drawbacks? What are you doing? You're using only your thoughts going back and forth. You will notice that your thoughts will become relaxed as you think this and that. It's a bit like when you watch TV. Your thoughts are going from here to there, and it's like stretching. It's like moving your body here and there, so your thoughts are going to be relaxed. But what are you reaching in terms of your whole form when you put it all together to being a complete being? Nothing. You're just having your thoughts go back and forth. So this type of thinking, for example, how is religion, what is it like, is not actually a good form. Proper form comes from the things you think about, in connection with your attitude, and in connection with the form of your body. This all comes together, and this new form of using it all together, in this new form, you have a different meaning, not only a different meaning, a different type of meaning. And that is what high meditation aims at. So you don't go and think about things like this and that. You instead go and remember the forms, as we talked about in the chapters before. Remember the forms, the complete overall forms that you noticed as you were a good person, as you lived your life. You noticed as you did sports, maybe were a great person, learned things. You will notice that there are overall forms, and those, as I said in the chapters before, you meditate, you repeat them so that you remember the complete form. And that's where you go. So it's not a good thing, for example, to think about religion or God. Is it like this or is it like that? Instead you go and keep your thoughts, keep your attitude, keep your body to be a complete form. Understand those forms when you find a good one. Repeat that one, and then be of a really high meditative state, and don't be fooled with the things that I said in this video. Like thinking about racial things just to get an attitude, or thinking about, for example, religion and thinking that you're clever while you're only actually just using your thoughts instead of using your complete being. So always use your complete being. That is the really high form of meditation. Now, breathe, relax, which is always a good thing, and be happy.